Okay, this is the rat bike, and I'm just getting everything assembled here. Well, not assembled, but laid out to see what I need, what I'm missing, and put the frame in. This has got to be all pressure washed and degreased, this engine, but I've never even turned this engine over, and I've owned it for I don't know, a year, 2 years maybe, this engine. So I just wanted to see if it was going to turn over. I just shoved the rotor on loosely to see if it turned, and I can see the crank moving, so I'm going to try to get the plugs out, put some Marble Mystery Oil in there, and see what I got. Like this threads on this spark plug are coming out really stiff. As far as I know, this engine's been sitting since the mid-80s. When the lay shaft bearing blew up and let go, and I think it destroyed the bike when it crashed, because the guy that I got it off of was off his father, and he got off his buddy after he crashed it for a spare engine. So that was down in the Lake Erie area of Ontario community. Holy moly. A lot of dirt around this plug. I'm going to blow this out first. Should have done that initially. So this bike's been sitting indoors, hasn't been sitting outside, it's been sitting in a garage. So hopefully it's not seized up. I believe when I checked the serial number on this that it was a 71. It's 20M. Yeah, 20M3S 116207. 116. What was this one again now? 136. Yeah, that's a 136. This is a 146. That's a 70, so this is 71. One cylinder not missing here. Maybe I stole it, who knows? Yeah, so that's got the, yeah, it's a camshaft down there. turns over. I might have to find a key to see if this is going to turn over. Oh. The crankshaft is so rusted that by just shoving this on here, I don't even have a key in it. It is turning over. This rotor's no good. I'm gonna get a, this is the old style, the 2-piece one. I gotta get a Wazzle 1-piece one. The inner case looks good, better, a little better than the one I had on there. And you know, the nuts aren't stripped at all on here. You know, it could have been from the 70s that this bike crashed, who knows? But the guy that I bought it off of, he's a good 20 years younger than me. And 22 years, he's probably like in his mid to late 30s. And that's the last he remembers it, you know, from his father, was he got it in the 80s, but could have been crashed in the 70s. This one's got the cover over where the magneto would have went, so I don't know if that's a different cover or what that is. Anyways, it turns over, it's not seized. Yeah, okay. Let me get this out of here, get all my parts out, see what I got, see what I need. I may as well take it apart. I take this apart to take the swing arm out, and I can feel the swing arm bushings are gone. Lots of slop in there. Easier to clean, easier to move it around. I want to get that transmission out, gearbox out, because it cracked the inner case, broke the lay shaft and the bearings, so I may as well get that pulled out right now. This crankshaft is really rusty here, so that's got to be fixed. So first thing, I'm going to get these little tabs bent over. I didn't want to start on this thing. I want to get those other bikes done first, but all my parts are across the river there, and they won't let me go get them. I got a buddy over there that I'm gonna call next week when the rest of my parts come in, and have him just put it all in one box. Well, it's gonna be a couple boxes. Ship it over. My truck's not running right. It's not firing on cylinder 4, and I got a feeling it's that I got the 5.3 Chevy engine there, and you know, it cuts out from 8 to 4 cylinders. They're just a nightmare for problems on those engines. So far so good with it, but I think I've lost cylinder 4. It's raining out today, otherwise I would check that. It wasn't ticking though, which is unusual. Usually they tick when they go. Lifters go. Okay. Let's pull that out. Guess I'll get my handy dandy tool. I'm missing some crankcase bolts, cylinder nut, valve cap nuts, a couple of them missing. But I think this is going to be more of a kind of a rat bike. Just put all decent parts on it and just get her working. Make it a good runner. Now, I'm not sure what else I got to disconnect here. Got this inner one here, but that should be good. I think that should come off. Rubber hammer. That sprocket's pretty worn. This is in good shape though. That'll clean up really nice. Okay. Take the swing arm off. Thing's thinner than a spoke on there. That was just finger tight. Rubber cap like that. You just feel how gummy the grease has just turned to glue. Just put things back where they go. You know, it's been 5 years I've been rebuilding that other one, so now it's like a new learning experience all over again. But this has been sitting for a long time. So I think these are bushings in here. Whichever it is, something's worn out. There's lots of play there. Okay, and the adjuster. swing arm. That bolt's in nice shape there. It's like new. How's that view? I gotta watch this doesn't go flying on the floor. Just hold still for a minute. I think I can leave that on there, that one. Get a dish here. There. Could swear I took the nut off that. I'll go through this engine, but and just clean it all up as best I can. Put her back together. I'm not gonna, I think I want it to kind of look rustic, a little bit beat up. I'm not gonna polish it clean like that, but I'll just degrease the whole thing. 146207, pretty sure these, yeah, the gearbox and motor, they're all matching numbers. I got this for, I think, $900. Holy mother. All creatures large and small. I'm not sure how the lighting, sometimes the lighting's better with no lighting. Yeah, so this thing. Yeah, this is what I wanted to change on this thing. I think it was a design flaw. You can't pull this gearbox out without taking this plate off because of I'm gonna see if I can fix it. Right here. You turn the transmission, because there's a big lobe down here, to this position, and you can pull it out. Well, they've got the engine is there. So this pattern that they've cut into this, they've cut this pattern into this, and to me it should be offset just a little bit, like down to here. And then you could turn it and take it out. So I might fool around with that a little bit to see if I can make that work. Because, yeah, that's been an inherent problem with them. That ain't turn it. I looked at doing this before, and I thought it could be done. Because you don't need these fingers in here. They don't do anything. There's nothing that's going to hit from there. Yeah, there's your swing position. It only swings an inch and a half. Let me get a block of wood here. Don't fall. Don't move. Don't fall. Kind of see, I want to look at that here. Let's just cut that thing out. Hitting the adjuster bolt up here, so that adjuster does have to come off. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it in there. grease and grime in there. I can't pivot it too much. There we go. Oh, maybe that does come out, eh? No, it doesn't come out because it hits up here. So this spot and this spot have to be rotated just a little bit. And that would come out, or grind this out here more. Because that's out there. If this was just ground out a little bit more there, right there, it would weaken this too much here. I wouldn't want to do that there. Could be up a little higher though, right here. And you could actually reinforce it in the back, in behind this, because it's not doing anything. That's why that doesn't come out. They made this little slot here in the wrong spot. They just had to turn it like a couple more degrees, and this, you'd be able to pull this out in the bike. Otherwise, you got to undo all the brackets here. I've got most of the transmission parts in that box right there. This is a broken gear. I think it's first gear or second gear is broken. The lay shaft and a cracked center thing. Oh, I got one more up there. See, that's how it's supposed to come out. And that slot there. But why wouldn't they make that slot? Just turn the thing just a few more degrees. You know, a little bit here and here. I might cut that. I might cut that and try that. There's where transmission ends right there. That's where the transmission ends there. Okay. not going to pull anything else apart on this yet. I'm not ready to get into the engine yet. I do have an engine stand around here somewhere. I was looking for it, and it's bright red. Can't find it anywhere, but I know I didn't give it away. Maybe it's under my benches here somewhere. I'm going to find that, mount that in the engine stand, and slowly scrub away at it. And then I want to set the frame up in here, mock the wheels up. The front wheel that I have, I think it's an 18. I better measure it again. I thought it was an 18, and I was going to put the 18 on the back and a 19 on the front, and it's an alloy wheel, so I got to find a matching one. And then work on that frame. Okay, let me get this cleaned up. See if I can find my engine stand here.